Hello. Hello. Oh, that should be working now. Is that working? Please let me know that's working. I think it looks like it's working. I've just been rambling to myself, muted as usual. This has happened before. This is not the first time this has happened. I think it looks like there are levels now on the... Can't believe I didn't notice that. Clearly, I'm very rusty. It's been a little while since I've done this. Cool. All right, we're on. Let me start again then. I think this is going to be a super casual stream, just because it's been a while, and yeah, it's I'll be getting myself back up to speed. We're going to be working on adding tutorials to Star Mining Co., which is the game I'm developing, which is very nearly done. So if you want to try out the playtest, there's a link in the description that you should be able to go. It'll take you to Steam, and you can just join the playtest and play it there. The playtest recently got updated, so if you're keen to try it out, now's the time. Go and check that out. And while you're there, you could wishlist the game if you wanted. The game, I think, is getting very close to being done. There's only a few more little housekeeping things to do. Adding tutorials is one of those things. And now that I'm not muted again, I'll quickly shout out the legend member, where he is up there, Tom Kirby Green, and thanks to him, obviously, and all the other members as well. If you want to become a member, there'll be a link in the description. But if not, don't worry. Just being here is sick. So yeah, we're working on tutorials. And I was rambling to myself about... So I just recently... Here, I'll just go to home. Oh, I didn't have tutorial on. Hang on. So if I show the tutorial, this ship screen already has a tutorial that I think is probably good enough, for the moment at least. It just runs you through the main things on the ship. And then these little icon indicators obviously indicate that you should go there. And if you try and leave the ship without going to them, it won't let you. So that's good. And the one that I was most recently working on is this asteroid belt one here. So if we click in here, I'll just quickly run through it again. So I guess I should read it out. This map shows you the asteroid belt in your current sector. The ship shows you where you currently are. These are the asteroids you can visit next. Select a destination by clicking on an asteroid. So then I was just, when I was talking to myself again, because I was muted like a silly sausage, I'm going to make this choose an asteroid text follow the mouse, because I think it's not very clear that that's the next step that you got to do. So that'll be the first thing I work on, I think. So then once you choose one, it says good choice. Doesn't matter which asteroid you choose, it'll always say that. As you progress further into the asteroid belt, Star Mining Co. will expect you to make more money. You can see how much money you need to earn for each asteroid up here. Cool. At the end of each asteroid belt lies a challenge. That's as far as it got at the moment. So I'm going to first make that choose an asteroid text follow the mouse, but then I also need to add in a section where you can see there's some asteroids here that have the little exclamation mark on them, and that means that there's a chance of an event occurring. As you can see, it says dust storm, risk 18%. So I need a little explanation of what's going on there. I don't think I'll need a tutorial, like a bit in the tutorial about the different types of asteroid, because I think they're kind of self-explanatory, maybe for the hard asteroids, but like the merchants and the mechanics, I mean, they basically, the tooltip says what they do. So yeah, that's what we're going to be working on. I'll quickly, what I was going, just before Cuba told me that I didn't have my mic on, I was going over these highlight segment things. So what I've got is it's kind of a good system, but also kind of, I mean, it does the trick. So there's this highlight sequence, which is made up of a list of highlight segments, and that's how the tutorial's done. So if I go back here, oh my gosh, why didn't that work? Click there. Okay. So yeah, each one of these bits of text and stuff is a highlight segment. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, highlight segment. And so there's different ways that you can initialize that depending on what you want. So some of them, you give them a shape and it'll highlight that area. So this one will have like a rectangle shape around here and a rectangle shape around here. And then some of them, like this one, don't have any highlighter, and that's just, I don't need to give it a shape. And so there's, yeah, I've got different constructors for these things that make it kind of nice and easy. And there's, yeah, different you can add like triggers to them and stuff to go to the next segment and stuff like that. So this is the one for that asteroid belt screen, this one here. And what we're going to do is, make this choose an asteroid text follow your mouse, I think. Probably to the right-hand side so it doesn't collide with the tooltips. Just so you know what the next step is. So let me do that. Here, choose an asteroid. So this position is actually just going to be the mouse. And I'm going to make this the top. Actually, and I can leave that as that equals input dot mouse. I think should do the trick, but I might offset it with a bit of a margin just so that it isn't right over the. Actually, the Y should be fine. I think it's just the X, and actually, I might want. Although, actually, the mouse point is going to be right at where the tip of the cursor is, so I might actually want to move it a bit further over than that. So, let's see. Skip all this, get in here. Yes, I need it a bit further to the right, I think. And in fact, I can probably get the cursor size and do that. What is it? It's going to be... Actually, I might even be able to leave the asteroids highlighted. Maybe I should do that. Okay, so I need to make this bigger. So it'll be like game.texture size on 2. I think. And I can yoink the dimensions of the highlighter thing from here, where I'm showing off which ones you can select. So that's good. And that needs to go in here. Let me see if that works, because I have to allow input to go through the tutorial into the like UI behind it, because otherwise, like by default, the highlight segment over the top will just consume all the input, but I have to allow it to fall through. So I don't know if this is going to work. We'll find out. These are the asteroids you can select. Choose an asteroid. So yeah, I can move it and it still keeps that segment highlighted. Although, yeah, it doesn't work too well with the tooltip. Yeah, okay, I might have to just leave it as it was. But I think the text choose an asteroid is good, having that follow the mouse. Although maybe it needs a bit of a background so that it's not conflicting with the background too much. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get rid of... I think in theory that was good, having those asteroids still highlighted. But I think actually it's not very good. And in fact, I have got a... I can just do a tooltip. So pass in the graphics object, and then we have a wrapped text dot multi-line text. It's going to be choose an asteroid, and the text size is a tutorial text size, and I think that's it. I think I can. Oh, actually, yeah, I want to keep that, but I think that's it. That simplifies it nicely. Cool. The only other thing is I might want to make sure that this is game.left and game.top aligned. Does that... Oh, that's in the wrong spot. So yeah, I can align that tooltip so that it hopefully doesn't interfere with that other tooltip on the asteroid. So we'll see how that goes. Skip through all this, get in here, choose an asteroid. Okay, so I'm going to have to offset it as well. But But I think that's better having that have a background. Just so that it really stands out a bit. And then you can't forget what you're doing. And I think if I leave and come back, yeah, it should stay at the same spot in the tutorial, which is good. Cool. All right, so let's see. I can't remember if I've got a tooltip thing that takes in an offset. Doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like I've got a... Right. That's slightly annoying. I don't really want to have to make a whole new tooltip thing. Because I swear I've made tooltips. I swear I've got tooltips that are offset. Let me see. Like even the... See, how have I done this? Oh, it's offset up. How have I done that though? I think that's actually also in the asteroid belt scene. So the aligning is just the left bottom. Mouse panel. Mouse panel. I don't know. Maybe I should just make it, where was it? Here. Maybe I should just make it, because it looks like if I set it to the bottom, it should be okay. Let's see how that goes. Skip all this, get in here. I don't know why it's so high up. I mean, I guess it kind of works. Choose an asteroid. Then you choose one. Good choice. So I'm going to leave it at that for the moment, I think. And then I guess the next thing will be maybe one more bit of text about the boss. And then I'll find the first instance of an asteroid with an event and highlight that and then do a bit about events. Okay, so to do that, I will copy this last segment. In fact, I need to make sure. So the last, I've got this thing that's hiding the tooltips of the asteroids while you're in the highlighting sequence. So I need to make sure that I only have this thing on the last segment. So I've got to try and remember that. So at the end of each asteroid belt, there lies a challenge. You'll want to make sure you're strong enough by the time you get here. And I probably want to say, choose your path wisely. So that's probably that for that. And now I need to find... Here, I need to duplicate this again. Not like that. Like that. And I need to find the first asteroid that is... Yeah, find the first asteroid that's got an event on it so I can add the tutorial in for that. I think the events... there is a kind of like there is a tooltip for the events later on, like when you actually go to an asteroid with an event. So I don't know if I need to fully explain each event. I just need to. I guess it's not even guaranteed that you have an asteroid with a. I mean, it'll be highly unlikely to not. But I mean, this one's only got 2. But yeah, so I need to find the first. You want to make sure we're strong enough by the time you get here. Choose your path wisely. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I need to find the first asteroid with an event, which should be doable. Should be doable, but I might actually want to do it outside of here. Although this only happens when we load. Maybe I do need it in the calc dimension. So part of the... You can have a highlight segment that has a function to figure out the dimensions of the bit that it's highlighting. So I'm going to have to do it in here, I think. So I've got an array list of asteroids. Well, I've got an array of array lists of asteroids, and this is the asteroid belt, and that equals that dot get layers. And so then I want to just loop through until I find one that has an event on it. So for what have we got? For array list asteroid layer in the asteroid belt, and then for asteroid in the layer, we want to check asteroid dot get params dot has event. So if we've got an event, what we want to do is we want to store that. So we want to say asteroid event asteroid. And so then the event asteroid will equal this asteroid, and then we break. And then out here, if the event asteroid is not null, just so we're not doing extra looping, we can break from here. Why does it not like that? Oh. I'll initialize it to null so it stays happy. So yeah, we want to find an event asteroid, so we're looping through all the layers and then all the asteroids in each layer, checking if it has an event. If it has an event, we stash that and then break out of this for loop and then break out of this for loop. And then the position will be getting the screen coordinates of that asteroid. Event asteroid, sorry. You know what? I think this would be a lot better. It's a bit clunky. But if I'm just going to whack it out here. Just so that we're not doing it every time we're calculating the dimensions. And that needs to be final. Because it's in a lambda. Right. How can I do that? How can I do that? It's going to be a bit tricky. Or you can be a bit cheeky. If I do this. Oh no, that doesn't work. I can go final asteroid. You know what? Here, I'm going to go found asteroid. And then this will be the event asteroid, and it will equal the found asteroid. And it's final, which means that down here it should be no. Oh yeah, there. So we can use that. And then the reason I wanted to do that was so that I can add an enter function where the asteroid scroll area dot set target x will be the event asteroid dot %x. So it should scroll it should scroll so that that asteroid is always on the screen. And then I can just say some asteroids have events on them. Just for now, just to get that tested. So let's see if it actually finds an asteroid. There is a risk. Yeah, there's a risk that there's no event found. But we'll see. Okay, yeah, this one's got some, so that's good. Skip through all of this. Choose an asteroid. Good. Show that. Show that. Choose wisely. So yeah, it scrolls to the asteroid and it shows, yeah, it scrolls to it and it highlights it. So that's good. I feel like this highlighting ring is just like slightly off center from the actual asteroid, like just a pixel or two, which is a bit yucky, but that's okay. I can deal with that another time. Yeah, okay, so some asteroids have events on them. That's not actually... Some asteroids have a chance of having an event. Tutorials are so hard to make because you want to be really concise and like really short in what you're saying, but you also need it to be super clear when you do say it. Like it's this weird economical word economy thing where you got to be, yeah, keep it sweet, because obviously like a really long tutorial is really boring. And in fact, I'm wondering if this tutorial is too long. But I guess I'll get feedback from playtesters on that. But yeah, you got to try and keep it short but still informative. Some events have, some asteroids have events on them. Some events do have some asteroids do have events on them. Some asteroids have the chance to spawn. No, spawn's too much of like a game. It's not in universe enough, you know? Some asteroids have a chance to have weather events, because I think they're basically all... Let me just check. World event. I mean, they're basically all like... Well, that's a geological thing, but everything else is sort of like a weather event. I don't know if weather is the right word here. This is the problem with tutorials, is you got to try and like figure out exactly what the wording is. Some asteroids have the chance to have... Some asteroids have the chance to have weather events. It just doesn't sound... doesn't sound right. Some asteroids have the chance to have weather events. Also, this is always just in the middle of the screen, but I think it should actually be... I get the highlight dimensions in here, so I can make it dimensions.x, dimensions.y, plus dimensions.width on 2. And then what I might say is if dimensions.y is greater than the height, then half the height, I'll flip it so that it's above, and if it's less than, it'll be below, I think. So we can have int align vertical, because it came down bottom, and int y offset equals negative theme dot margin. But then if the asteroid, so we want that if it's lower on the screen. If it's higher on the screen, then we want to flip this so that align B will be game.top and Y offset will be a positive margin, so it goes further down. Oh, don't want to get rid of that. And so then this will be align V, and this will be dimensions.y plus Y offset. And in fact, that Y offset is going to need minus. Oh no, if it's hang on, I'm getting so confused because okay, so if we're aligning to the bottom, yeah, I need to think. All right, so this is default to asteroid lower on screen. So if it's lower down on the screen, we want, so like if it's down here, we want the text to show up above it. So the text align will be at the bottom, and the Y offset will be the dimensions Y plus the offset, so it'll go up because and then, but actually, I think with an ellipse, the X and Y coordinate is the middle. So we want to go minus theme.margin minus dimensions.height on 2. And that doesn't like that because that's a float, but that's okay. I'll just cast it all to an int. And then down here, we want the same thing, but it's all going to be positive so that it goes down to the other side. I just saw some reacts in the chat. Sorry. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. So I think, okay, let me just run this and we'll trial and error. We'll trial and error it. I think that's the way I work best with this sort of thing because it's like in the code, it can make sense, but until you actually see it, you don't really know. So let's skip through all this, get in here, skip through all of this. Cool. At the end of each asteroid belt lies a challenge. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so I think that is good because it's below, and that makes sense where it is. And I clicked the way too early. I think that was in the right spot. It would be good though to test it out with one down low, but I don't really know if I'm going to get. I don't know how to I could force that to happen maybe, but it's going to be way too much effort. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it, I think. And we'll see. Okay, so that is good. I think what we'll do is duplicate that such that I can, hang on, we don't need either of those up there anymore. No, we need the scroll one. We don't need the hide tooltips one. And then down here, this is what I was saying before about this highlight segment thing kind of being good, but also kind of being bad. It's a bit messy, but it kind of works. So we say some asteroids have the chance to have weather events on them. If you check the tooltip, I've realized probably too late. So all of my tooltips just show up where the mouse is. But I think what I actually really should have done, and I will definitely do this for my next game, is I think you make the tooltip show up at a fixed point. Would be good. Like you give it a position, you give it a position and it shows up at that position. Because like if I'm moving around on this asteroid, then the tooltip moves with it. Which also just means the way I've got it all set up, I don't have a way of telling a tooltip to show up in a position. I can like recreate a tooltip in a position, but like it's all set up to be at the mouse position, which is all of this to say, I would love to be able to highlight, like force the tooltip to be shown and highlight it in the tutorial, but I've sort of shot myself in the foot with that. Unless there's some way of spoofing it. I might have. I'm gonna have to think about this. I'm gonna have to use all two of my brain cells to figure this one out. The tea will help. Okay, so let me think. Let me just try. Okay, so I duplicated that. And I will say the so weather events. This is indicated by the warning icon. I should probably show the icon, but figuring out where it's being displayed is going to be tricky. Putting it plain and simply. Unless I can figure out exactly where the middle of the text is, but that's going to be a bit annoying. Unless I can look, I'll just whack it in there, and we'll see where it ends up, and then we can tweak it. So sprite loader dot get sprite. Oh, it's probably like icons warning, something like that. Let me check. Windows E, open up. That didn't work. That's fine. There it is, and then it opens up two of them. Excellent. Okay, so we go into here, assets, textures. I think it'll be under. So icons warning. I think technically it's the mini one, but I will show it big with this one. So icons warning is good. Oops, bumped the microphone. Excellent. And then we can try. Look, I'm just going to put it at this same location. And it's going to overlap, but that's going to be okay. We can figure out where it's going. Let me just actually check. Do these, before it renders... Do I push and pop? Begin, draw, push. Why is there an... Interesting. Okay. Oh, there is another. No, that's the same push. Look, I'm just gonna g.pop here and then do a g.push here just to be doubly extra safe. Where is... No, okay, there is no error. That's good. So I'm just gonna go g.image mode center, just so that it's centered, the icon, and it'll show up somewhere. It'll show up somewhere, and we'll find out where that is. That's going to be okay. So we're going to leave that for the moment. Down here, I'm going to try and force the tooltip of the asteroid to be shown so that it shows up, and I can be like, you can see what the event is up here, and like where it says low pressure, and then you can see the increase in price, which is good. Okay, so to do that, I'm just going to type some garbage in here for the moment. What garbage am I going to write? You can see which event. You can see the likelihood of the event occurring here. Is that not how you spell likelihood? No, it's got an E in it. And you also need an R there. Cool. Good. And then I might try and do like, so draw.asteroid tooltip. Oh, the asteroid tooltip, you can give a position. Okay, this is good. So the asteroid tooltip. All right, disregard everything I was complaining about before about the positions not being able to be set. This is good. Asteroid tooltip. We can give it a position. Excellent. So, draw asteroid tooltip. So I'm going to have to pass in that event asteroid, and the position will be also dependent. No, I'm just going. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put it to the left where the tooltips normally show up. So, and what I might actually do is this text here is actually not going to be above or below. It's just going to always be to the right. That's what we're going to do. And to do that, I can get rid of this. This is going to be on the left align, and that's going to be game.center. Good. And then dimensions x plus width plus theme.margin to shove it over to the right, and this will be dimensions y plus dimensions.height on 2. Good. Now this asteroid tooltip will need a new p vector, and it will be the dimensions.x and dimensions.y, but this will be minus dimensions.width. I'm just going to minus the full amount so that it's a bit further offset, and then this will be minus dimensions.h on 2. And then it's also going to be aligned game.right and game.maybe center. Except that this is completely wrong. Oh, I need to pass in, of course, the graphics thing that it's drawing to. All right, let's run this and we'll see. I've made a bunch of changes since I've last run it, so let's see how bad they all are. That's the joy of programming. All right, blast through that. I just noticed, actually, that pushing and popping that I did back here did actually have an effect. Okay, I clearly had done that on purpose. Gonna rerun that. It's to keep the outline the right color and such stuff as that. So let us begin. This is your ship, yep. And those outlines are the right color, good. Go in here, yes, yes. Choose one, good. As you progress further into the asteroid belt, Star Mining Co. will expect you to make money for them. Good, 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 good. Okay. Oh, and we tested, this is good actually, it's in the bottom half, so it's testing that thing for them. Okay, so what we want to do, maybe what I can do is just always put this underneath. Just boom. Because then, regardless of which... Yeah. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Back in the asteroid belt screen. So this warning icon, x plus dimensions, x. So we're going to minus the offset. Now, why did image mode center put it there? Oh, because dimensions.x is already in the middle of the asteroid. So we can, that's why there's a weird offset. So dimensions.x and then dimensions.y minus the offset instead of plus. It should put it on the other side, except that I'm not aligning it. So I will also need to minus game.texture size on 2, I think. And that should put it underneath. And then if it's up the top and it's the other way around, I guess then it doesn't really make sense that I'm flipping them because there's going to be things on either side anyway. Maybe I should put it to the left or right. Maybe it should always be to the right because that'll be closest to the text warning icon. Does that make sense? I don't know. I guess you can also see the warning icon. Oh well. Dimensions.x plus dimensions.width on 2 plus game.texture size on 2. Okay, and then dimensions.y. Leave it as dimensions.y. All right, so that's that bit. And this bit is just garbage. All right, why is it there? Did I not align it? I thought that I did. Game.right. dimensions.x minus dimensions.w. It, in my mind, it should have been like over here somewhere, but it clearly didn't show up. Maybe I should just have it in a fixed position, like over here. Or just like make sure that it's to the left of it, but the Y should always just be, you know, here-ish. And to do that, game.right. See, I thought that would have aligned it. Anyway, dimensions.x minus dimensions.width. So then this should just be the asteroid belt scroll area dot y, I think, so that it's aligned with the top of this. Yeah, so it should be over here. Should be over here. All right, let's rerun this and see what it looks like now. I don't know why. So dimensions.x minus dimensions.width and aligned to the right. Aligned to that makes sense in my mind, but maybe I am losing it. It's a possibility. It is a possibility. Where else is align H used? Here and here. So it is actually being used. Because I swear, usually, yeah, it's aligned right. Interesting. Okay, I'll just run it and see what happens again. I don't know. We'll see. Play. Skip through all this. Yada, yada, yada. Choose. Good. Okay, that's always to the right. Okay, so at least it's in a better Y location, but for some reason the X is just garbage. Because completely covering, and also the text, I don't know what is going on with the text. Maybe I should, because what I'm doing is I'm scrolling to the location of the asteroid. So in theory, I think the asteroid should basically be in the middle of the screen. For some reason, it wasn't in that instance. And I guess there's no guarantee that you can actually get it to the middle of the screen. Which is interesting because it means that like if you can get an asteroid like right at the start with an event on it, which means that this is going to be like, this is as far that way as you can go. No, I'm mirrored. Hang on. As far that way as you can go. And some of these, if you get it like in the last layer, it's as far that way as you can go is here. So it really is going to show up in different spots on the screen. So maybe I should just always put it in the far left, because I think that might work the best. And that will be easier to actually align, I think. So let me try that. Where were we? Mate, this... It's kind of crazy how much of the file this takes up. So this is the whole file that's responsible for rendering this entire screen. And as you can see, these are the bits I've added, which is just this tutorial. And that green is literally like a third of the file. Just takes so many lines, I guess, because each segment is a new chunk of code. All right, so what was I saying? We want this to probably just be asteroid scroll area.x, asteroid scroll area.y, and this will be the left and the top. Left top, good. I think that's what we want. And this text here is just in the wrong spot. Completely, always in the wrong spot. Mate, tutorials are so hard. I don't know if any of you have written tutorials for games, but this is honestly like the hardest part of the game. It's almost as hard as coming up with variable names. All right, skip through all this. Choose that. Good, 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 good. That's in a good spot. Good. Okay, so that's kind of in a good spot. This text is in a terrible spot. I feel like this needs some like padding from the side and stuff. And maybe some like something to draw your attention to it a bit more. I wonder if I can probably always know where this is. Yeah, I should be able to always know where that is. So I might be able to draw like a dashed line to it. And then maybe this text should just always be in the middle of the screen at the top. Because even if there's an asteroid right at the top, like I feel like that's about as high as it can get up there. There should be space for it. So let me try that. So game.center, and this will be game.top. And this, all of this can be replaced. So asteroid scroll, no, game.width on 2, and then asteroid scroll area.y. And then I'm going to try and snipe this with a dashed line to go from... how do I do this? It's just two X and Y locations, I think. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to snipe this, but we'll try. Game.width on 4, I'm going to guess. Quarter of the screen away. And asteroid scroll area.y plus theme. No. What is it? Tut text size on 2. And then it's going to be... This is properly janky. So asteroid tooltip, if it's got this, if there's an event, then it adds in a bit. And how tall? H5 size. Okay. Look, we're gonna make it up. So asteroid scroll area dot y. Oh, I need a new x. It's gonna be it's gonna be something. I'll come back to the x. It's gonna be, you know what? This is probably more like on 3 times 2, and then this will be like game dot width on 4, and then asteroid scroll area y plus theme dot h4 size times 2, something like that. Look, we'll just see it. We'll just send it and see. Send it and see. It's probably going to be completely wrong, but that's okay. We'll see how close we got. I'm sure I could like actually mathematically figure it out, but... Ooh, so this is one where that didn't scroll very far. So we'll see. Oh, Jesus. Way off. Okay, so firstly, I'm just going to break this into 2 lines because it's too long. How did I end up with that over there? And why is this dash line not moving animated? Yes. Okay, so we want that. Everything's flashing at different rates as well, which is kind of a wig out. I might need to fix that up. So it should have been like in my head. Oh, I did it. Yeah, okay. That's my bad. That is my bad. So width on 4 is definitely wrong. The height I got was also definitely wrong. So let me try 2.5. Width is probably more like width on 6. I think otherwise, okay, let's rerun this. Let's rerun this and see how we got. Let us see how we went. All right. Skip through this. Skip through all of this. Okay, so this one's smack bang in the middle. That was closer. Definitely closer. I don't know. It seems kind of weird that it's not closer to the asteroid, but it's just hard to always make it. Yeah, it's hard to make it line up without knowing more about it. Actually, you know what? I think we can do better. We can do better. So we're gonna do better. Okay. Okay, here's the plan. The plan is we're going to move this to be and calculate whether it needs to be on the left or the right of the asteroid. And we're going to center it in the height dimension. And then this text, I'm going to change it so it doesn't say here. I'm going to say, you can see the likelihood of the event occurring in the tooltip, right? So then I don't need to do the arrow pointing thing, which will be good. And then I can explain how the price also gets boosted if there's an event by the risk of it occurring, is how much it gets boosted. I'm not going to say it like that because that is a terrible way of saying that, but essentially that's the plan. All right, and we're going to figure out, if it needs to go on the left or the right-hand side. Right, and yes, center it on the Y. Okay, dashed line, gone. Don't need it. This will be centered in the X and Y location, and the Y location will be game.height on 2. Good. The X location will be determined thusly. So it will be determined by getting the position of the asteroid on the screen, which is the highlight dimension. Don't need to do that. So we're going to have a int align horizontal we're just going to default it to right, which means that it's showing up on we're going to default it to left, which means it's showing up on the right-hand side for if an asteroid is on the left. Again, this is going to do my head in, and we're going to have a X offset, and that is going to default to dimensions.width on 2 plus theme.margin. And again, I need to cast this to an int. Good. Okay, and then we can say if dimensions.x is greater than game.width on 2, then the align h. So if it's over to the right, we actually want to align to the right and put it on the left-hand side, which means that the X offset will basically be, I can just invert it like that. I might do that up here as well because I think it's literally just the inverse. Times equals -1. Cool. And then text align will be align align H. This will be dimensions.x plus x offset. And that can probably stay the same. And then this will be the dimensions.x plus x offset, height on 2. And this will be the align H that we've just calculated. And we'll see if that works. Who knows? We'll find out. All right. All right, here we go. The moment of truth. Ooh. Okay, so this... why is it so challenging? Why is it so challenging? Maybe I should just use a small text size and then it probably won't be an issue. That might be the play. Hello? What is going on here? That is not where I expected that to show up. Have I got this back to front or something? Align horizontal and align vertical. I want it centered vertically. I am struggling to comprehend. Which is concerning because I wrote all this code. Right. So align V comes in here. Pos equals null, which it doesn't, so it comes in here. And it has the align H and align V. It creates a panel. Align V, panel with title. Oh, okay. So the align H and V are just never used in here. Well, that will be the problem then. How has this not come up? I just need to do this, I guess. That is concerning. And that's called content width. Content height. Hopefully that's all that it needed to fix it up. We'll see. We'll see if that is all it needed. I guess the thing is this is only happening if it's given a position. And I think I've probably only given it a position with the alignment being a certain way. And so it just never came up. But this might just fix all of our issues. Well, not all of them, actually. Some of them are here. Some of them, I should do this as tut subtext size. And maybe this should be tut subtext size as well. Let me retry that. Okay, and I think there was something else that I was thinking, but we'll run it and hopefully that thought will reoccur to me. Okay, get in here. Good. Choose one. Yeah. Good. I feel like this could maybe be cleaned up a bit, but that's okay. Some asteroids have the chance to have weather events. This is indicated by the warning icon. This is a nice size. This is good. So now what we're expecting is when we go to the next one, the tooltip should show up here and the text should be up the top. Hey, look at that. That is good. Maybe this should be moved down, but I guess this could technically be bigger or smaller. Why is there... I'm going to zoom in, and I always forget to zoom out, but I'm going to try my best to remember to zoom out. Can you see that? There's like a tiny little gap between these things. I zoomed out. Good. I'm going to have to remember to look at that, because that is a bit yucky. Doesn't look very... I mean, this is not a very professional looking game, I'll be real with you, but that is definitely not professional looking. I might give a bit of a gap between the asteroid, but otherwise I don't mind it. Yeah, just shunt it over a little bit. And you can see the likelihood of an event occurring in -n. It's in the tooltip. And then we actually just want to duplicate this. Remove that exit function on this one. And say, basically just change the text to say, you can see the likelihood of the event occurring in the tooltip. The price per material is boosted by the risk of the event occurring. The material prices are boosted by the risk of the event occurring. If anyone's got any recommendations of what needs to be said in the tutorial, please let me know. Yeah, you can see the likelihood of the event occurring in the tooltip. The material prices are boosted by the risk of the event occurring. I probably just want to have a final screen that says something. Yucky. That needs to be indented. Okay. Remove this. And then we no longer want to hide tooltips. And then we say, I don't know, what's something to wrap it up finally? I don't know. I swear, this is way harder than variable naming. See the likelihood of the event occurring here. The prices are boosted by the material. Maybe just good luck. Good luck on your employment with, here's what we can do. G.image sprite loader dot get sprite main menu screen. What is it called? It's just called title. Hell yeah. Nope. Title. And again, we'll need to put this into g.image mode. Game.center. Game.width on 2. Game.height on 3 times 2. And then, actually, yeah, I might have to do this whole thing again. Just so because the title image is freaking huge. And I think on the title screen, it's 1/10 of the size. Let me just try that. We shall try it. We shall see. Okay. Oh, I didn't move this over to the right anymore. Plus theme.margin 2. That should just bump it over an extra little bit so that there's a tiny little gap in there. The material prices are boosted by the event. I feel like this is way too high up, but I don't know if I actually can get the Yeah, it doesn't return anything. It'd be kind of nice if it returned the width and height of the panel. That would be... Would that... How much chaos will this cause? We will find out. So right down the end, we want to return new p vector width and height. No. Let's have int width and height, and then width equals that. Height equals text.height. And then otherwise, width equals that. And then height equals that. And then here, is that the same thing? No. Height equals that. Is that true? Must be. But then if there's an event, then the height gets longer or taller. So how do I account for that? Or unless I already do account for that? Because I'm already creating the... here. Okay, cool. I already do it. So then down here, we want to return width and height. So when we're doing this, we can get a p vector tooltip dimensions. So then this y position can be yeah, we can make this align to the bottom, and then we can make this game.h on 2 minus the tooltip dimensions.y on 2 minus theme.margin. We might make it 2 margins. So hopefully that will be good. And in actual fact, we might just make this, while we're neatening things up a bit, make that centered. And then the x position is the dimensions x plus the x offset plus tooltip dimensions dot x on 2, I think. Oh, and then we didn't get to the fun bit. Hey, good luck with your employment with Star Mining Co. I think this should be higher. All of it should be higher up. All of it should be higher up. So I think Star Mining Co. should be into the middle, like this, and then good luck with your employment should be higher up. Okay, let's rerun it and see how we're going. Play, get in here, choose one, good, nice, yes, excellent. Why is this the wrong way around? Oh, and I only did it in one spot, didn't I? And because this is not centered either, or height fixed up, and that is just completely wrong. It's gone the wrong way. Oh, because I don't check which direction that's meant to be going in. I should just maybe this is bad. offset direction equals 1. X offset direction equals -1. And then this times X offset direction. Gross, but you know. And this also, I swear it moved in the wrong direction. How does that work? Anyway, yeah, I think that's better positioning. Although I feel like good luck with your employment with Star Mining Co. should be like not in this part of the tutorial, maybe because this is just looking at the map. Maybe this should be themed like an employment training module. Maybe that's for version 2 of redoing these. Home. Oh, no. Oh, you know what? Maybe the bit where you actually choose the asteroid should be right at the end. And then when it says good choice on that same screen, it can be like, good choice, you're now ready to blah-de-blah. Shoot for the stars, some shit, I don't know. Something like that. Because you probably want to know what you're aiming for when you make that choice. Yeah. Okay. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to get rid of this one. Well, I'm going to leave that down the bottom because otherwise I will forget. And the fact that it's erroring is okay. So the bit where we choose the asteroid, here. Good. No, here. So up to the good choice. I'm going to yoink that out and put it at the bottom. Down here. Indentation has gone cattywampus. Like that is what we want. And then here we're going to have to add enter function. And the asteroid scroll area is going to set a target position X of 0, I think. So it just scrolls all the way back to the left. Half. I did just say cattywampus. And I just snorted as well. Sorry, just ignore me. Don't worry, Half. Just love me in principle, but ignore what I actually do. Right. So, okay, where were we? We're going to we're rearranging stuff. So, look, I'm just going to run this and see what happens. Oh, except for good choice, I will also add in the tut subtext size height on 3 times 2. I'm going to say you're now ready to explore the asteroid belt or something like that. We'll see how many things broke when I moved things around. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay. The ship shows you the asteroid belt in your current sector. Good. The ship shows you where you currently are. As you progress further into the asteroid belt, Star Mining Co. will expect you to make more money. You can see how much money you need to earn for each asteroid up here. At the end of each asteroid belt lies a challenge. You'll want to make sure you're strong enough by the time you get here. Choose your path wisely. Some asteroids have the chance to have weather events. This is indicated by the warning icon. Oh yeah, so I need to fix this up. You can see the likelihood of the event occurring in the tooltip. Yeah, that's better. So I need to just copy whatever I did for this one, this segment, I need to copy it for the previous one as well. So moving the text to be above the tooltip and also centering the text and also this little margin here. Interestingly, that little gap there, I'm going to zoom in, make sure I zoom out again. That little gap that was showing up here is no longer there. So that's weird. But anyway, the material prices are boosted by the risk of the event occurring. Good. These are the asteroids you can visit next. Select a destination by clicking on an asteroid. I feel like this second bit of text here should maybe be in the smaller size. So then we choose an asteroid and we can look around. And it won't leave us alone until we click one. Good. Okay. Yep. Good choice. Now needs to have a... this needs to be an... So this needs to be true, but then we need to add an exit function. Oopsie daisy. Add an exit function that sets it to false, like that. And that should be higher up. You're now ready to explore the asteroid belt. This should be like game.height on 2 plus theme plus what is it? Highlight segment dot tut text size plus theme dot margin. All right. So that is good. I was saying that this should be in a new bit at a smaller text size. These are the asteroids you can choose next. Select a destination by taking on it, and we want to make it smaller, subtext size. And this will be plus highlight segment dot that plus theme dot margin. Good. And then there was that bit that I also needed to fix up. So in here, we want to copy this and copy... No, that's the one that's bad. We want to copy this. Yes, we want to copy this. And paste it here. And then we want to copy this and paste it. And paste it. Oh, here. That's why I was getting confused, because that needs to disappear now. Okay. And then the only other thing I wanted to do was probably make this be subtext size. All right, let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes. This is your ship. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not looking at this one. Don't know why. Skip all of that. This map shows you the asteroid belt in your current sector. This ship shows where you currently are. Why is the text so low down there? It's because I don't need to do that, because it's an ellipse. Good. Hopefully that should line that up a bit better. Why can't I Alt-Tab? Here we go. Yeah, it's way too far down. It's also way too far to the right, surely. I might just do like that. All right. Okay, the ship shows you where you currently are. As you progress further into the asteroid belt, Star Mining Co. will expect you to make more money. You can see how much money you need to earn each asteroid here. Half, have you sent a buffering image? Like, how did that work? Have you sent an image and it's not loading for me, or is it somehow, look here, I'll show. Oh, where did everything go? Here. See, look at this. What's going on here? Don't know what that is. Anyway, let me pop my chat back in its spot. There we go. Again, I think this is too low down. Let me see. At the end of each. Where's that? Where's that? At the end of each. Oh, this is just centered on the screen, not on the. I might just make this. Dimensions dot y. And I guess if I'm going to be doing that, I may as well make this text align to the right, and then this should be dimensions.x minus dimensions.width on width, get there in the end, width on 2 minus theme.margin. Oh, how are you sending these emojis? Oh, right, there's thousands. I didn't realize that there was so much stuff that you could send. Cool. I think that one's members only to send those ones. Right. It's our tube is what it is. All right, let me see. So I fixed that aligning up. I guess I should do the same here as well. I probably don't need to do 2 of them. Do that. Cool. How do I hide all these emojis now? I can't get rid of them on my chat. Anyway. Okay. Good. Some asteroids have the chance to have weather events. This is indicated by the warning icon. You can see the likelihood of the event occurring in the tooltip. The material prices are boosted by the risk of the event occurring. Why is this still not far enough to the left? Oh well. These are the asteroids you can visit next. Select a destination by clicking on an asteroid. Boom, good choice. You're now ready to explore the asteroid belt. Maybe it should be like, maybe it should be like, where was I going with this? Good choice. You're now ready to mine the asteroid belt. Click done to return to your ship. Full stop. Not an exclamation mark. It's not that exciting. All right. And actually what we can do is I think I can pass in the done button and it will highlight that automatically for me. But I think I probably... Oh, it's called select button. For some reason, it's called select. Okay, and that's not where I wanted to go. Down here, so we can pass in to this, I believe, the select button. And it should automatically highlight it for us. We'll see. That's in theory. We'll see if that works. Half said he was just going to spam emotes in the Discord server. Fair enough. Righty ho. So let's try this out. There should be a few little changes. So this map shows you the asteroid belt in your current sector. The ship shows you where you currently are. As you progress further into the asteroid belt, Star Mining Co. will expect more expect you to make more. I can't even read my own writing, and it's not even handwritten, it's typed. As you progress further into the asteroid belt, Star Mining Co. will expect you to make them more money. You can see how much money you need to earn for each asteroid up here. Maybe this should be higher up because it's very far away. Where is it? You can see how much money. So I might make it a quarter of the screen so that hopefully it will be higher up. Let me get back here. So yeah, it should show up like here-ish, which makes a lot more sense for that. Okay, now it's in the wrong spot again. At the end of each asteroid lies a challenge. So where's that one? It's probably the alignment. Yes, should be center. And this one will need to be centered as well. So at the end of each asteroid belt lies a challenge. That is completely wrong because I didn't change that over to aligning to the right. You want to make sure you're strong enough by the time you get to the choose your path wisely. Some asteroids have the chance of weather events. This is indicated by the warning icon. You can see the likelihood of the event occurring in the tooltip. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna shorten that up then. Some asteroids have the chance of... So it's this one. Okay, so let's see. I might do the material prices are boosted by the risk of the event occurring. Let's try that. The material prices are boosted by the risk. Are boosted by the risk. It's hard to know if that will be too long or too short. We shall find out. I'm also just going to up that to 3 because I feel like in this direction there is a gap, but in the other direction for some reason there's not a gap. And I think it might be related to how there's a different offset. Like this circle isn't actually centered very well, but I'll ignore that. So that's all right. These are the asteroids you can visit next. Select a destination by clicking on an asteroid. Choose an asteroid. Okay, this definitely doesn't work. The click anywhere to continue text is not in a very good spot. Good choice. You're now ready to mine the asteroid belt. Click done to return to your ship. Cool. All right, it's getting there. It is getting actually really very close, I think. But it's not quite. There's a few little bits that need to be fixed up. This click anywhere to continue text, I think, needs to be have an overload where you give it a p-vector position and an alignment. So that will be an int align horizontal and int align vertical. So then by default, this will just do this one with that click to continue position and game.center, game.bottom. So that's what's defaulted here. And then these can be replaced with the align H and align V. And this gets replaced with pos and pos. That's actually a lot simpler than I had feared. So then, because the problem is, there's this flashing bit of text that says click anywhere to continue, but it's right over the done button here, and so it's not very visible. So I might move it up here, where it's hopefully out of the way, but a lot more visible. And I can do that. So I think all of these are going to have to change, to be honest. And they're going to be at the select button let's see. I'm gonna have to do draw.with offset select button.get pos, and it's going to be select button.width on 2 and minus theme.margin in the Y. And I might make it 2 margins with offset that, and then game.center game.bottom should be good. So basically we're going to make it so that it shows up in line with this select button, but above it, hopefully. So let's try that. Run that. Oh, this will only be on the first one. So if this works, I'll copy it to all the others. But until then, I'm not going to copy it yet. Okay. Okay, that is completely not it. That ain't it. What did I do wrong? Should that not have gotten the position? Pose. Oh, so I want to. Okay, so position is actually. Position is the non-adjusted for its alignment, which is the center. So that makes more sense. I was thinking it was the top left because that's what I do internally, but the actual position is not that. So I don't need to do this, but I do need to remove half of its height and then the margin as well. So hopefully that will be it. And that's why I didn't copy it to all the other ones until I tested it. The payoff, huge payoff. All right, let's try that again. Ship shows you where you currently are. That's aligned properly. Good. As you progress further, that's in a better position height-wise, so that's good. That is aligned. That is aligned. I might flip these around and make the choose your path wisely big, and then this one I might halve the width of, like put a new line in there somewhere. But otherwise that's good. Some asteroids have the chance to have weather events. This is indicated by the warning icon. Good. You can see the likelihood of the event occurring in the tooltip. The material prices are boosted by the risk of the event occurring. That's good. That fits within the dimensions. These are the asteroids you can visit next. Select a destination by clicking on an asteroid. Oh, I didn't even... The whole point of going through all this was to look at the position of the click anywhere to continue text, and I didn't do that. You're now ready to mine the asteroid belt. Click done to return to your ship. Okay, cool. Let me just rerun this. Just have a look at that position. Garbage. Why did that not work? Oh, because of what I was literally just saying. So I think that this select button, I give it the position at the bottom and then it's aligned to the bottom. So I need to remove all of its height. And then I'm fairly confident of that. So I'm just going to do a replacement jobby. Find that, replace it with that. Replace. I probably should have just replaced all. But we're here now. Okay, that's good. What else? I said there was something else. Oh, I was going to do that choose wisely thing. This. I'm going to duplicate that. Where's the text size here? I'm going to move that down. Default it to the regular text size. Say choose wisely. And then it's going to go small. And it's going to be the other one. And I'm going to split that in half. And the Y will be that plus highlight segment dot that on 2 plus theme dot margin. Good. Now let's try that and see if that works. We shall find out. We shall find out. Okay. So that is in a good position. It's very much aligned with the bottom of that thing, but I think that's fine. Okay. If you see anything that you think is wrong with this tutorial, please let me know in the chat. I might even just start it again so that you can be sure. Yeah, so you can be sure. So this map shows you the asteroid belt in your current sector. Click anywhere to continue, you click. This ship shows you where you currently are. As you progress further into the asteroid belt, Star Mining Co. will expect you to make them more money. I feel like this should be changed to be like, we at Star Mining Co. expect you to make us more money or something like that. To make it seem less like the game is teaching you and make it more like Star Mining Co. is indoctrinating you as an employee. But I'll fix that up. You can see how much money you need to earn us for each asteroid up here. At the end of each asteroid belt lies a challenge. I might change this to be like, once you've proven yourself valuable to the company, we'll send you on important missions or something like that. Okay, that is garbage. How did that happen? Oh, because I only halved the size of the text. I needed to full the text. Okay, so that I'll fix that up. Although I might, you know what? I'm going to leave that. And I'm going to subtract it up here instead, because otherwise it's going to be too far down. Or I just had a much better idea. Leave all this. Instead of centering that, it's going to be aligned to the bottom for down there, and then it'll be aligned to the top up here. And I can, just for niceness sake, remove theme.margin here and add theme.margin here, and it should be all lovely. Some asteroids have the chance to have weather events. Again, I'm not sure about the wording there. This is indicated by the warning icon. Ooh. This is a very big... This has lots of stuff on it. And so this click anywhere to continue text is now obscured. Maybe click anywhere to continue should be like down here somewhere. Maybe that would be better. If you have thoughts, let me know them. The material prices are boosted by the risk of the event occurring. These are the asteroids you can visit next. Select a destination by clicking on the asteroid. We click on one. Good choice. You're now ready to mine the asteroid belt. Click Done to return to your ship. Cool. All right. There were some things to fix. So we fixed that one. There were some other ones. Maybe I need to go through it again. So this map shows you the asteroid belt in your current sector. This ship shows you where you currently are. As you progress further into the asteroid belt, we at Star Mining Co. will expect you to make more profits. You can see how much money, how much profit you need to make for each asteroid up here. At the end of each, what did I say? Once you've proven yourself, we'll send you on some important missions. Choose your path wisely. You'll want to make sure you're strong enough by the time you get here. we do not accept failure. Something like that. Make it a bit more aggressive by Star Mining Co. You can see. So what did I say? I was gonna move the bloody positioning. You know what I should have done is have a p vector click anywhere pos equals new p vector equals game dot what is it, draw dot anchor to UI game dot right game dot bottom minus theme dot margin minus theme dot margin. So it should be in the bottom right corner, and then I'll do int. No, I won't do that. So all of this I want to replace with click anywhere pos, and it should be game dot right and bottom and replace all, and hopefully that's right, but it should be a lot easier to change it now. Okay. I don't know if that's visible enough. Hang on. Whoa. Don't know what was going on there. Yeah, I don't know if that... Do you reckon that's visible enough? I don't know. Maybe it should be larger. Anyway, I'll think about that. That's something that's easy to change. As you progress further into the Asteroid Boy, we at Star Mining Co. No, that sounds wrong. Where is that one? As you progress further into those. Expects you to become more profitable. You can see how much profit you need to make for each asteroid up here. And then I might do a extra bit of subtext. Subtext, it says failure to make a profit will result failure to meet the expected profit will lead to the termination of your contract. Just to set the tone nice and clearly. Yeah. Oh, Half, a whole bunch of things just came through at once. I don't know what the go is with the YouTube live chat. It's just terrible. Don't tell me you're positioning each line of text in code. Oh, yeah. Someone needs to make me a visual editor. It's way too late for that. Green screen is just packed in the cupboard there, and it was a bit of a pain to get out, and I figured I don't actually really need, like, there's no real point for having the green screen. I just cover up the bottom right corner, and that's how it is. And this means that you get to see the mirror again, Half, because I remember you were you enjoyed that. Just move the panel further to the right. The word quota exists. Which panel are you referring to, and when should I use the word quota? Okay, this text probably needs to be broken in half. Once you've proven yourself, we'll send you on some important missions. Choose your path wisely. You'll want to make sure you're strong enough by the time you get here. We do not accept failure. Panel of resources. Move the panel further to the right. Hang on. For this bit, what it does is it chooses which side it's on depending on where the asteroid is. So if the asteroid was over this side, it would flip to the other side. Yeah. I think this needs a bigger gap. What is the gap? Height minus theme.margin. Like that. You can select an asteroid that's further to the right and move the camera. Well, what I do is I just select the first asteroid that has an event on it, and in this case, there's only one. So like, and this can only scroll so far. Just because the way it's set up, and so it kind of just depends. Like, the first asteroid with an event could be like here, and so then it wouldn't be able to go any further to the right than this, or conversely, it could be the first one is in the last row and then it can't go any further left than this. So I've had to make it sort of like situational a bit. I'm just going to rerun this so I can re-see what the hell is going on. Because I've forgotten which changes I've made. Alright, this map shows you the asteroid belt in your current sector. This ship shows where you currently are. As you progress further into the asteroid belt, Star Mining Co. expects you to become more profitable. You can see how much profit you need to make for each asteroid up here. Failure to meet the expected profit will lead to the termination of your contract. Once you've proven yourself, Star Mining Co. will send you some important missions. Where is that? Once you've proven yourself, Star Mining Co. will send you on some important missions. Choose your path wisely. Oh, yeah. This needs to change. You'll want to make sure you're strong enough by the time you get here. Choose your path wisely. Make sure you're capable of completing the missions. Star Mining Co. does not accept failure. Make sure you're capable of completing the missions. Star Mining Co. does not accept failure. Cool. Guess you just gotta suffer. Yeah, this whole game has been an exercise in suffering the consequences of my own code. Some asteroids have the chance to have weather events. This is indicated by the warning icon. You can see the likelihood of the event occurring in the tooltip. The material prices are boosted by the risk of the event occurring. These are the asteroids you can visit next. Select a destination by clicking on an asteroid. Good choice. You're now ready to mine the asteroid belt. Click done to return to your ship. Cool. I think that's kind of actually pretty close. The only thing I was thinking is that this should maybe be even higher up. And that this should be subsequently a bit higher up as well. Let's see. I think it's getting, like, compared to where it was at the start of this stream, it's so much better. We'll see how we get on. All right. I know it's probably getting a bit... We might move on to another section after this one because I think this one is getting pretty close to being done. How much profit you need to make for each asteroid up here. Failure to meet the expected profit will lead to the termination of your contract. Once you've proven yourself, Star Mining Co. will send you on some important missions. Choose your path wisely. Make sure you're capable of completing the missions. Okay, this is a bit silly. Make sure you're capable of completing your mission. Star Mining Co. does not accept failure. Some asteroids have the chance to have weather events. This is indicated by the warning icon. You can see the likelihood of the event occurring in the tooltip. The material prices are boosted by the risk of the event occurring. These asteroids you can visit next. Select a destination by clicking on an asteroid. Good choice. You're now ready to mine the asteroid belt. Click done to return to your ship. Cool. I think that's kind of it. I don't know if this screen needs a tutorial. It's kind of straightforward. This one does. I've sort of got one. I think this one needs... Well, this one definitely needs some fixing up. This is your workbench where you customize your drill. Choose a drill bit here. I should make it so you have to choose the drill bit while you're there. Arrange components on the circuit board to boost yourself. Yeah, so this is what needs a lot of fixing up. Is I need to make it so that you actually place things into the grid. I also think that maybe this whole section of this setup screen needs to be scrapped. That's a thing for another day. Once you're happy with your setup, you can head to the asteroid to begin mining. Yeah, so I'm going to have to break it up like I did with the asteroid belt where I let you choose the asteroid during the tutorial. I'm going to have to make it so that you choose the drill bit and put these in properly to, yeah, during the tutorial, I think is the way to go. And I also probably need to explain this, although there is a tooltip for it. So, but maybe I should just draw your attention to it. Okay, so now the good thing is when you play as the tutorial, you always get the same loadout, which means that you'll always be putting this into here. Yeah, that will always go into there. And this will always go into there. Or at least this always needs to go into the bottom, and this always needs to go above that. So hopefully I can script that into the tutorial without it being too much of a pain. Right. I might just have a quick break and maybe eat some lunch, and then I will return, I think, to continue working on this. Maybe. No, I'll push on for a bit. I'll push on and then call it a day, I think. But yeah, so the first thing I'm going to do is when it says to put your drill bit in, I'll actually get you to select the drill bit, which I can copy mostly from this screen that we've just done. That's good. Let me just close other tabs and then open up the drill setup screen. And then in the intro tutorial, this is the workbench. Choose your drill bit here. This is your workbench where you customize your drill. So choose your drill bit here. That is kind of lame. I think it should be like your drill always needs a drill bit. You can select a drill bit by clicking on it or something like that. And I think this should be above. Like it should be up here, I think. Oh, you know what? Actually, I might just do 2, and then 1 will be choose your drill bit. Like, let me just do it. Not that. Yoink that down here. So sub text size will be, say, like, click on the drill bit you want to use. Your drill needs a bit to function. Click on the drill bit you want to use. And then we will have a segment which is like the bit where the asteroid gets chosen, which is right at the end. I think it's this one here. Yes. Click on the drill bit you want to choose. So whack that in there. I don't have the hide tooltips in here, but that's okay. I'll ignore that for the moment. Add event trigger, and we want this to be drill bit changed. So then it will go on to the next thing, and this should be choose a drill bit. And this might be right, just so that it's out that way, because the tooltip goes to the right. So we want ours to go to the left. All right, let's try that. Give that a whirl. Oh, I forgot to do the bit where I put this up to the top. So that will be bottom, and it will be minus theme.margin. Where is it? Yeah, cool. So the drill bit needs your drill needs a bit to function. Click on the drill bit you want to use. And so then hopefully okay, so click on that and then cool. All right. Arrange component. So this needs so much work. These tutorials, man, they're a killer. I think hopefully though I don't have that many more to do. So the asteroid belt is done. I think it's basically just here. Then maybe on the, oh yeah, get through all of this. Yeah, skip that, good. I might need one on this screen so it tells you to like choose a location. I think this one will be really simple. It'll just be like, use this screen to choose your landing destination on the thing. I need to update this one. This is the first tutorial I ever did, I think. I need to update this one to have a bit about the safe zone that you get returned back to. I also need to fix that. Your collected resources will be here. Yeah. I don't know what happens if I just leave the tutorial now. I don't know if this... does this screen need a tutorial? I don't think so. So then if I go back... If I go back to the asteroid, what happens then? It should pick up where I left off, I think. So I think once I run out of oxygen, or like start running out of oxygen, it should go to the next bit of the tutorial. Yeah, so there's also a bug where because it gets triggered to go to the next section of the tutorial when you pull your mouse up, but your mouse is already down when you enter it. And so then when you release it for the first time, it just automatically goes to the next one. Yeah, so this bit here is no longer the case. You get rescued and it costs money. So I need to update that. Oh yeah, nice. I also need to probably have a thing about here. Scrapping things for cash. Yeah. And then I think the only other place that I need a tutorial probably is in here because I've added this thing. This is brand new content. You can upgrade a multiplier so that it can output in multiple directions. Like you can change how it outputs. And you can also upgrade your drill bit to be different shapes and stronger and whatnot. I think this stuff is all self-explanatory on the right. I think it's more these upgrade bits that are maybe a bit confusing. Maybe this should have a fake grid behind it so that you can see which directions so it's more obvious. That might make sense. Yeah, I might write that down actually. Write that down. So this will be mechanic multiplier upgrade background. Type UI priority is kind of low. I'll call it normal. Add a circuit background in the mechanic to make it more obvious what the upgrade is doing. Smiley face. Cool. Good. So yeah, I think this is the only other place that really needs a tutorial. So I've got, yeah, the drill. Oh, what did I just do? Drill setup needs to be updated. Dropship screen. Oh, the actual. I think this should be a. Hang on, sorry. Turn into to-do list. Yes. And then I also need to update the asteroid. So I need to have thing about the rescue in there. I need to have the oxygen should be explained earlier. Is that how you spell earlier? It is. Yeah, the oxygen should be explained earlier. So this needs to make player place the multiplier, make player place the effect. Good. Explain the rescue stuff. Yeah, and so then the drop ship screen, currently it shows you the keys that you should press, but that should maybe just be in the tutorial. Mechanic upgrades. So it's a drill bit upgrade and a multiplier upgrade. Everything else should be fine in there. Right. Good. Now I'm just playing the game, which is good. Yeah, I don't think this needs to be explained because they're basically like the I don't have much money. I don't think any of these are really that good. Just don't be bad and don't have to get rescued. That one's all right. And then where do we want to go? Why does it keep scrolling? Something is funky with the asteroid belt here. Because I added the ability to like lerp to a position, but it seems to always be lerping to the left, which is not what I want it to do. Which will be in the asteroid belt screen, incidentally. On enter, asteroid scroll area, set %x. So why is it? Oh, that should be off x is y. Now does %y? Yeah, %y does it properly. All right, let me rerun this. And I will just play through the game because it's kind of fun, which is good. But I'm not going to lie. So I think the game is like good enough to release, but it's definitely not a masterpiece. I'm going to put it out there. It's not that good. I've been very public about this on the Discord as well. I think this is mostly just an exercise in taking a game all the way from an idea to release and getting the experience of releasing it, because there's so much that goes into it that you don't get if you're just like making little prototypes and stuff. There's so much more that goes into it. So this has been really good for that. But I think I'm at the point where I'm going to cut off content adding pretty much, and we will just release it. Like I'm going to polish it up and stuff and finish off these tutorials and things because I think that's good experience to get, and then release it and then move on to something else because I'm keen to do that. Otherwise, it's a bit of a sunk cost fallacy because I don't think this game is really rescuable in the sense of it becoming something amazing, because it's sort of just capped by what it is at this point. And I'd much rather just take what I've learnt and move on to a new game. Release this game and then take what I've learnt to a new game, rather than just delaying the release of this game forever until it's good or better, I should say. Was that actually where I want to go? Maybe. Depends how well I do here. That's good. And I need to read this. Good. Okay. Steam launch stream. Oh, I'll definitely do that, I think, because that'll be fun. All right, where do I need to drop to get good stuff? Get the treasure maybe. I'll see how far down here I can get. There is oxygen on the way, which helps as well. Okay, yeah, that tutorial definitely needs updating. I'm also definitely going to be able to make it all the way to this. Oh. Found some money. Hell yeah. Cool. Alright, gobble up that oxygen and I'll get these on the way back to not die. I need to really... That jetpack sound is so bad. That needs to be fixed. One of my ticket items is to update all the sounds and stuff in the... Because that jetpack, just terrible, terrible. Alright. Let's get this, and then we are out of here. Ooh, none of these are that good, but I will get that. Got a message. Oh yeah, there's a bit of lore stuff in there now. Go to the mechanic. Yes, I got cash. That's good. That is good, and I might just... This is a little pro tip for you, you gamers out there. When you play this, the air cost, when you upgrade your drill bit, it doesn't increase the tier, which means that the air cost stays low if you upgrade something that's bad to begin with, rather than buying something good. Just a little cheeky tip for you. Height is very helpful, and width is very helpful. So I'm going to just max it out. I've got $10 left. Let's go. And I can also whack that in there so that hopefully... Because I think without it, it's... Yeah, 110. Okay, so we're going to cop the oxygen hit. It's only 2. Don't need to read that. Okay, let's go. Again, I think I'm going to go for the treasure. Because I am easily getting through the powder at this point. I don't think my drill bit will be anywhere near strong enough to hit the core though. Alright, I should actually get the treasure. Where is it? Here. What did I get? Extra circuit columns. There we go. Cool. Oh, there's oxygen down there as well. Actually, I might go and grab that. Good. So yeah, I can make it to the core already, but I don't think I'll be able to even touch it, really. Oh, yep. So yeah, I like barely was making a dent. Not gonna happen. Oh no, now I'm stuck. All that chat about just not needing to get rescued. Alright. Ooh. I was just talking about upgrading your drill to keep the air cost low, but that is good. Sell that. Yep. Alright, we're kinda set here. I might even go the promotional mechanic. I think mechanic's probably hard to say. And so hard asteroid. Middle is 637 versus 612 here. Might go the promotion route, to be honest, because I feel like I don't really need to upgrade my like my drill bit is elite. Is there any treasure? No. I might have to try and go to the core because this is kind of sparse. Alright, let's get in there. Oh yeah, this is a... I changed the item generation so that it used to be basically linear with... oh my god, making heaps. Linear with your progression through the asteroid. So like if you're you know, a quarter of the way through the asteroid belt, you're going to get stuff in that bottom tier, and then if you're like halfway through, you'll get stuff in the middle tier. But I've now moved it so that it's on a bell curve, so that there's a very unlikely chance of getting really good stuff early. And like the middle of that bell curve will shift up as you go further through. All of these kind of suck, so I'm just going to skip that. And then we're going to go to the promotion, I think, and hopefully find some good stuff. No, I'll take that, and I'll take that, and I might even re-roll for some... It's really wanting me to take the rescue fee. Take that and that. Cool. And then... Nothing to do here. Where are we going? Low pressure. So this is the one thing that might also need a tutorial is here, although it kind of tells you everything you need to know. So this asteroid is moved into a low pressure zone. Your air consumption will be higher. You check. We're safe in this case, so that's good. I can't see a treasure chest. Oh, I take that back. I can see a treasure chest, so we're going to go for that. I don't think the treasure chests will need a tutorial. Like, I think that should just be a surprise when you stumble onto one. Worst treasure there is. That's that RNG not hitting. Okay, and we are easily going to survive this asteroid, but I might just go down here anyway and make sure of it. See if I can get some oxygen. Ugh, I'm stuck. There we go. Alright, we got a little bit. But we'll get out of here. Okay. Oh man, these are not very good. I'm gonna re-roll. That's hectically good. Might do... Oh. Might do that. And I can sell that for a bit of cash too. Merchant. I didn't really think about this. I probably shouldn't have gone here. Yeah, so there's some new parts as well that I've added. This one actually might be good. I've only done 2 rerolls. 3 treasures found. These are both good. Gonna do that. And then, how much is a reroll? 420, lol. So I might just do a few of them. I don't know why. There's this bug that I have not been able to figure it out, but this black section here, like, sometimes flashes when I reroll. See that? Don't know why it happens. Nowhere in the code does it make sense. So how many rerolls have we done now? 8. So that should be up to 40%. Oh, I should put that in the brackets, shouldn't I? And so this is up to 15%. So I'll be able to rejig stuff, I think, to hopefully... Oh, these are both side by side like that. Maybe what I should do is like... Well, what's the best? I can do that. That's a shame. So if I could get to a mechanic, I could make these work better for me. Anyway, mission objective. Cool, cool, cool. I don't need to read it because I already know what's going on. I don't know if I've shown the first boss on stream before, but I think I might have. We'll just do it. Dust Storm, of course. Dust Storm is like the most annoying one, I think. And we probably do want to go like here. So there's already sort of a tutorial thing for bosses, so we don't need to worry about that. Only one of the data chips is holding the information you're looking for. You might have to look around a bit to find it. Okay. So this money printer here has a chance of converting stuff directly into cash. So if you get there are some components that go up with money as well. So if you're just mining heaps of dirt, it can be good to, because it just goes straight into cash. Anyway, I should probably find these okay, so here's a data thing here. It's not the right one. There's another one there. We found it. Yay. Okay. I didn't see if there was a treasure chest. Oh god. We gotta get out of here. A little bit of oxygen, that'll help. I might just get a bit more. There we go. See our money just slowly going up. See, the thing is with it though, is it does convert stuff directly into money, but it doesn't take into account the material price. So that's a little gotcha there. So you only really want to use it when you're mining like crap. That does not scroll, which is interesting. I need to look into that. That is a bug to add to the list. Overview, screen resources, not scrolling. It's a bug, and it's actually not that big of a deal because often you don't have this many resources. That is also interesting because it's also interesting that there's no closing bracket there. I might quickly fix that one because that'll be very quick. I think it's actually called part select screen. Boosted. That needs that. Okay, that's good. And then I think, you know what, I'm gonna actually just delete that and fix it quickly now because I think all it's going on is it's the calculations off for the internal dimensions. So where is that material list? Here. Okay, so because now the reason it is off is because you also get given money for oxygen. So it's off by 1. So I add 1 in here so that at the end I can put in the oxygen one. So I think that is just an off by 1 error. So this should be that plus 1 times text. Yeah, and that you can sort of see that that's the case here because it's oxygen that's off the bottom of the screen. That's all good. Don't want any of these. Skip them, and we can unlock an item. I honestly think Fog Bomb is kind of OP. Might need to nerf that. Cool. All right, and then we are back on for Sector 2. Okay. I might stop soon to not reveal too much because there's only 2 bosses, which is a decision that I made to make this not take forever because I mean I might add more bosses in the future, but at the moment and for release there will probably just be 2. I got so lucky with this drill bit, by the way. Streamer luck. Gee, the money printer noise is very annoying, isn't it? And I need to collect some more of these parts. Good. And I think there's one more somewhere. Oh, there's treasure. Get a fog bomb in here. It's landed in the worst spot. So I think there should be another... Oh no, I've collected all the parts. Okay, cool. Fog bomb is a lot of fun as well because it like the fog clearing is I find very satisfying. Look at that. Oh, nice. Anyway, zoom effect you might think is actually this will be quite fun. This will probably be awful to look at. Actually, you might if you're susceptible to vertigo, you might want to look away now. But this could be quite fun. Oh, here we go. I might just honestly do that and do that. And we'll go to an asteroid just to have a look at what this looks like. Oh, actually, it's kind of annoying that I've done that. I might, just for the memes, do that. So that we get to zoom in and out a whole bunch. Alright. It's gonna be bad, I think. It's interesting how much the fog moves when you zoom in. I clearly have messed up the shader code there. Anyway. What a fun way to play the game. Oh god. Yeah, I can't take this. It's too much. I am going to go to home. Alright, so yeah, I think I might call it here for today. It's been good having you here while I've been making the tutorial. Like I say, I've got a few more little tutorial bits to go. But that asteroid belt one, that was good to knock off. And I think, as you can see, there's not actually that many more things before we're finished. I think I've got this building for Macs and Linux, but I haven't been able to test it. So actually, in fact, I might put a call out on the Discord at some point to help. If you've got a Mac or Linux system and you're wanting to test it out, I might get you to help with that. But otherwise, there's only a few more things to go. And then we will release this bad boy. So yeah, again, if you want to check out what it is like so far, the playtest is linked in the description. So you can just go to the Steam page there and join the playtest and try it out right now. And you can give it a wish list while it's there so you get notified when it's released. There's also the legend member of the channel is Tom Kirby Green. I can never point in the right direction. I think it's up that way. He's up there. Thank you so much for your support, and thanks to all the other members and to just everyone that watches. It makes such a big difference, and yeah, I really appreciate it. And yeah, if you want to hang out, come join the Discord as well. That'll be linked in the description too. And I'm sure I'll do another stream soon. It's been a while since the last one. I acknowledge that, but I have still been working on the game in the background. But I think as we get towards the final little bit of before release, I'll probably do some more streams because it's quite fun. It's quite good. Anyway, I'll catch you next time, I guess, or in the Discord. Alrighty, see ya.